Hello everybody, Doug Fury here, reporting again with another pedal demonstration. Today we're going to talk about the EP Booster by Xotic Effects. So this pedal's been out for a while, but I still think it's a bit of a hidden treasure. I don't think a lot of people know about it. So I'm just going to kind of show you what this thing can do. The EP Booster is modeled after the Echoplex EP-3 tape delay unit. And in that tape delay unit, there was a preamp section that great guitar players loved. Like Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen, Eric Johnson, they would plug into this delay unit just for the preamp section. It didn't matter if they were using the actual delay part of it or not, but they loved the preamp section. So Xotic went and modeled that preamp section from the delay pedal and put it in its own little pedal so that you could have the boost section on your board. And it's a little guy, fits on your board, doesn't take up a lot of real estate. So that's great. So let's show you what this thing can do. It's a subtle effect. It's not as gnarly as my Octafuzz pedal demo I did last week. So this one you're going to have to pay attention to. Here is Gibson ES335, aka Ms. Chocolate. It's plugged into my Vox AC30, and we're mic'd up with Shure SM57 and a Royer R121 ribbon mic. Okay, so here's a straight up guitar tone. Okay, and now let's hit the EP Booster here. Without the EP Booster. So you can hear what it's doing. This is how I use it. So it's adding a little bit of boost, a slight amount, but as well, the main thing it's doing is it's adding some top end shimmer. It's fattening up your lows, your bottom end, but it's controlled. So, and maybe slightly compressing, but it's a subtle thing. So what I do is I just leave it in line. I leave it on all the time and just let it roll, because it's just adds that kind of extra magic to your tone. Or as I call it, it's a talent enhancer for those of us who like to have our talent enhanced while we're playing guitar. Haha. So let's do some various settings on this pedal. Let's turn it all the way down to 0. And so this would be just the coloring from the EP Booster without any boost at all. Okay, just the actual EQ enhancement it's doing. So here it is with EP Booster off. With it on. With it off. With it on. So let's do some riffs that we know. Let's hit it on. So again, you hear what it's doing. Let's turn the boost up a little bit more. We're gonna go, this is more the setting where I use it. Say 1/3 of the way up. Off. And on. Off. on. So yeah, I give it a little extra juice. Now, if we go and crank this, let's put the boost. This will give you 20 dB, an extra 20 dB of gain going into your amp. So here it is off. Here it is on. So the cool thing about that is, yes, you get lots of overdrive, but it's still the tone of your amp, just mojoed up with this this little boost pedal. So it doesn't go and color it like a, you know, like an overdrive pedal or something like that. So you know, you could use that as a solo, for a solo boost pedal. Just hit this guy, turn the volume all the way up, and away you go. So this is the EP booster. More the settings again, how I use it. So I'm just going to show you a little bit more with the more subtle demonstration, or the more subtle setting. Here it is without it. In. So yeah, that gives you an idea about the EP booster. It's true bypass, like I said, and there's some dip switches inside that you can adjust which frequencies to boost. I just used what came factory standard. I tried switching them around, but I liked the factory settings that worked best for me. So there you go. A little bit of EP booster talent enhancer mojo for you. Okay, I'm gonna put a post to TikTok, which is another song by my band Scatterheart, and with that video, on that song I was using Telly into Vox AC30 with this EP booster. Okay, so I'll put a link and you can check it out. Okay, take it easy. We will talk soon.